Chamber of Commerce is the storefront for Armonk. Businesses within Armonk and outside of Armonk are welcome to participate in the chamber. Once you're a chamber member, you're able to take that membership and use it to sell your wares, if you will, within the Armonk vicinity. We are advocates for the Armonk Chamber. And in addition to that, we're also very much a part of the small business world. And this afternoon, in fact, I had a conversation with another Chamber of Commerce in upstate New York. And this chamber person lamented to me about small business opportunities in upstate New York. And we, in fact, discussed, God help us, how on earth is upstate New York going to survive in this economy and in the future? And it brought back to me the concept of how we're all in the same boat in some ways. And I think we have to think about what's important to small business. And what's important is the whole concept of the whole state doing well. And I think once we have spurred economic activity throughout the state, the Armonk Chamber of Commerce will benefit from that as well. Things that we're really concerned about, some of which are beyond New York State but are hugely important to small business, is immigration policy, labor relations, how we employ people, and migration of people from New York State. When we consider the impact of the whole tax package on residents in this state, we're concerned, as you all know, we just lost a congressional seat. That's a reflection on population loss in New York State, and that impacts local business. What I am suggesting is that New York State needs to rethink how it funds services and education. Right now, residents are hit on the head with income taxes and property taxes. Together, they represent enough out-of-pocket funding to make people leave the state. And because property taxes are regressive in nature, they're not a reflection of income. They're just a reflection of your home assessment, whether that's accurate or not. When people retire, they can no longer afford to live in New York State. And this again has an impact on small business. And I would like to see New York State rethink how it funds education in its entirety, since that represents 70% of most local property tax bills. I think it's time that we look at combining progressive taxation, income tax, and local tax in order to fund the whole package, so that we make New York State a more competitive workplace. We need to come up with a taxation policy that drives people to our state, not away from our state. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Could you before you sit down, would you just tell people a little bit about the nature of the chamber, the
Sure.
chambers of commerce as they exist? Because I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with them all if they don't belong to one. So,
yeah, okay. The Chamber of Commerce we have various members. We have retail establishments, professional practices, home-based businesses, and nonprofits who can participate in the chamber. And what happens is most chambers get together on a monthly basis, and first of all, they do a B2B, a business-to-business networking. They try to promote their business amongst each other at the chamber meetings. And then we come up with practices that we hope will promote those businesses in the community.
and just to add to that, the chambers respectively don't receive state funding.
No.
So just so everybody understands.
No.
He's not here asking us for money.
I didn't even think that was on the horizon. I never even considered that.
Neither did we, Chris.
No, the chambers are, in fact, technically speaking, a chamber can even endeavor to be I don't want to say it can endeavor to be profitable in the sense that it can raise funds and use those funds to promote the chamber's activities and the businesses within the chamber.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chris, I appreciate you coming today.
You're welcome,
To
Bob.
see you again.